Hello there, everybody, and welcome back to episode 14 of Koganaros, the Fortress by the Sea, 4th season of the Savage Lands. We are today facing the task of staffing out the Baron's quarters. I'm a little bit concerned about the fact whether or not I have enough bedrooms for my population that's ever increasing, and of course we have new areas that we want to expand into. So my main concern is for today's episode, as it has been in between the expedition, the expansion of this fortress, because we really got to get ourselves moving forward to our task. I really think that with Koganaros now being a barony, we actually have achieved greatness here. I'm slinking up some pieces of flooring here. Probably gonna be rock salt blocks, but I don't care. These are not inside the fortress, so I don't bother about their color too much. So we're going to go and expand this fine little fortress today, and let's see what will transpire in between. I want to expand the workforce of this place, and let's see what we can get done in that regard. So, before I get started deeper, I just want to have a quick pointer towards PayPal, Patreon, and Buy Me a Coffee, which are the best ways and means to support this channel, because almost no fees will be deducted. And big thanks to all of you who are already supporting me one way or another. That includes watching these videos, so let's keep going, shall we? Alright. I'm not too much of a big fan of plastering these areas, but I realized if I don't, I'll have sooner or later the problem that my fortress will be kind of like inaccessible at points. And I don't want that. For example, this wood here had already problems being acquired because of the territorial expanse. So let's see. Whoops, wrong hotkey. So the Gabbro is, well, as we can see, there's still plenty of Gabbro everywhere, so probably we have enough material to work with already with the Gabbro alone, considering that every chunk here is 4 blocks, and we could easily carve out even way more than that. I probably have been unnecessarily cautious here when I selected the materials. But when you got a oceanside fortress, you don't expect to be that rich in building material as we are here. New people have arrived, so Koganaros is constantly growing. Who's so hateful here, and why? So, let's see. This guy here must become a dragon. Alright, so... Okay, a dragon. We're in trouble now. Just when I wondered why that guy was so hateful, a wild dragon appeared. So first things first, I mean, it's probably gonna be extremely cheesy and nothing special will happen. But we'll see about that. So I got that burrow, and we're going to assign all of these civilians in there. And it's gonna be activated now. Well, dragon attacks. And Mistem is haunting our premises. Alright, we gotta be careful about that. So sadly, a lot of people will die now due to the dragon attack. So let's see if my military is strong enough to tackle that monster. Thing about dragons is they can be blocked. And alright, probably I should have attacked right away. Oh boy, 2, 4, 6, 8, 12 people have died today. That's been a grim day for Koganaros. Just when a new wave of people arrived, that thing attacked. This is really, really tragic. I was hoping I could lure it into the trap there, but, well, that didn't come together, did it? Alright, so, like I said, we'll see what transpires in between. So, let's see, we have a new mayor. Obviously, we have a new mayor. And we need to consider where where the memorial will be erected at. Because we got so many dead dwarves here. That's a shame. Alright. The mayor's apartment is okay. We're getting the baron's apartment together here. I'm still a little bit shocked about how quickly so many died there. I think the entire wave of immigrants just melted away in Dragonfire. So, well, that's that. I think I don't want to have the memorial inside my fortress. I think we're going to excavate that directly here. Let's do this. This is going to be where we bury the fallen. That's pretty historic. Alright, so many people died. And a big brave, and we got some really, really brave people here in our fortress. I'm very, very surprised that that my military was actually capable to stop that thing. For a moment, I really thought that we'd be now losing people until that thing happens to go downstairs and wants to enter my base, where it finally gets stopped by a cage trap. None of that happened, actually. Wow. Like I said, I'm still a little bit shocked. So, let's floor this place. And then we have to have so many new burial spots. But I can't do anything until this place has been done. But we got to get ourselves a slab going for our friend Miss Tim. Because, you know, he's actually, right now, haunting the place. I already know where I want to have this guy. Ah, yeah, we need to make a slab first. Oopsie daisy. So, I need slabs. Always keep some slabs on the stockpile, my fine friends. Just realized that I find this not really good. Alright. Well, I'm leaving the dragon's remains here, so I have a reminder about the name of the creature. So in case you're wondering how the hell my dwarves were beating that thing, it's because with the shield, you're actually allowed to block the dragon's fiery attack. And if you happen to do so, the dragon doesn't deal any damage whatsoever. So basically, we blocked the dragon's attack. So sadly, it seems as if we will have to wait quite some time until the burial chamber is being finished, because there is a severe lack of building material. So I'll be going pragmatic here now. So we're going to cancel the entire construction process here and order that same thing out of rock salt. For one, I have rock salt available, and for another thing, I think it's totally okay to have a different material than the usual shtick from time to time. It gives me kind of like the feeling I would like to have another block for construction's sake, just so this place is not always the same. So, another forgotten beast is roaming on by. I have to check. It's subsurface. Forgotten beasts don't happen to spawn on the surface as far as I know. Do we have rock salt here too? No. Dang it. So we need to replace that job. Yeah, it's still at times a little bit iffy and uncomfortable to work with this game's construction menu still, even after using DF hack, but it's a lot better than vanilla. Okay, so we can then finally paint the tombs as soon as the floors are down. Well, not necessarily the task that I was looking forward to. So we're going to do this like that. The real important thing is that we have to draw now many single tombs. So there we go. Spacing them out a little bit here, so we can add in some decorations here, so it's not going to be just a mass burial spot or something like that. So there goes. So I counted 12 or so. That's only 8. Now we've got 10. So let's see if 12 are even enough or if we need more. Another forgotten beast. So turns out we are at the crossroads of forgotten beast migration, as it seems. So there we go. Oh, sheesh. Alright, but the most important part is we have brought this somewhat under control, and the fallen have been remembered, and the dragon is dead. It's probably the most important thing, that the dragon is actually dead. Alright. Let's give our old chap, Miss Stem, his final remembrance. And then we're going to head on over to whatever task I actually had on my mind. I'm still a little bit spin dizzy about how many people just vaporized there. I mean, technically, I got off lucky because, you know, we didn't really suffer any bigger losses because the dragon just vaporized all the new arriving immigrants, and none of my people that actually work here, that actually play a bigger role to the economy of this place. So yeah, like I said, we got off somehow lucky. Okay, so we're going to put up a memorial slab here. That should put Miss Stem to rest. Yeah, well, at least I was able to bury everybody quickly because we had enough caskets pre-produced. Nothing's worse than not being prepared for such a situation. Just realized that I want to have a breach into the well. It's a very uneconomic for us that we can only enter there. Oh, come on, game. Seriously, we need to specify that? Okay, so our planner sucks. Didn't place down Miss Stem's memorial plate. Yeah, well, whatever. It's not much of a big deal. it's at least symmetrical now. So we'll have a couple of extra burial spots here open, I think. And we need a memorial about a couple of statues of Ubul ibn Madvush. Alright. I didn't choose that name. So we're going to go, of course, again for the iron statue, because that's what we usually pick here. There we go. Ubul Spark Heats the Branded. Associated with wealth and fire. Well, no longer, my friend. No longer. We've taken care that that's no longer a thing. Okay, so the statues of Ubul will be made sooner or later. Alright, Mishtem's ghost has been put to rest. Also very, very important. Okay, meanwhile, we're creating masterpieces of unfathomable value here. These items will increase in their value substantially as they get decorated more and more and more. I love that. Alright, so I think that crisis has been digested. We're just upgrading that room here to make it more fancy looking, and now I remember what I actually wanted. The apartments of the mayor, Baron. Good God. Well, it shook us through and through, that's for sure. So, bedroom. And office and eating room. Alright. So, let's check. If I get everything together without looking it up. I'd be surprised if I did. Alright. There we go. So our stoneworkers workshops are really pretty heavily frequented, and there's a lot of work getting done here. That's very good. So wow, that thing destroyed entire fortresses. So a fortress of the Raw Sovs got routed. I think this is the destruction of a place in the year 85. So we're receiving a impression about, you know, another fortress of the Raw Sovs in the year 82. We put down quite the menace, I think. That monster did terrorize this land pretty long. Good thing that we took cake of it. Yeah, we should totally take cake of these enemies. Yeah, well, don't mind me. Right, so let's draw the necessary rooms. So that's the Baron's bedrooms. Oh, Baroness. Got a Baroness here, alright. It's gonna be her office. And the dining hall. There we go. It's definitely not gonna suffice her tastes, although it's really just the quarters requiring an upgrade. Ah, yeah, and barons, of course, want to have their tomb while they are still alive. Weirdos. But I don't judge for real. We're just going to do our thing. And get it done right. Alrighty. Love the fact how fast things get done here if we have the material that we require. So, in this case, we're drawing this into... Alright! A vile force of darkness has arrived, too. You guys are really trying to get me today, aren't you? Giant red-winged blackbird, no. This can't be the invading forces. So are we seeing them now? No, wrong tab. So we're going to station or military here. So there's a couple of snatchers. You know what I think what could have happened? Sometimes you get the notification that a vile force of darkness appears, while as a matter of fact only passing by on your map tile. This might have been exactly what has happened there, because there is no enemy around, so I think we don't need to worry too much right now. Okay, so... Wow. Okay. I think things are starting to come together again. Is there anybody still fighting? No, right? So who's still that unhappy? The Bone Carver still hates everybody. Alright. He wants martial training, but I gotta say, if somebody is already that much on the brink of losing his mind, I don't like training them even further, because, you know, chances are that they're losing it for real. So, yeah. And that's the number 4. Vukar Quakehelp. What the hell? Alright, who is Vukar Quakehelp? So, you know, sometimes you see that a certain event like that is happening, and we're going to take a look into the identity of Vukar Quakehelp. Second L son. Well, I was just a random passerby that got eaten by a dragon. Alright. Sometimes it's a important historical figure, you know? I've had it several times that it had been a important person there. Oh, look at these guys. They actually made it quite far, didn't they? I bet they took this way. That's why I said I don't like the way we have done the fountain there. So let's get rid of the trash. Don't want no goblins here. The goblin is lying on my drink stockpile. Disgusting. Alright. So... in the meantime, I feel as if my work here is really not going forward at all. Do we have Gabbro blocks? Is it because I... So... the stone is available? Or isn't it? I don't see any Gabbro blocks around here, so I don't think that this readout is correct. I think my Atom Smasher got removed. Yep. I somehow managed to build over my Atom Smasher accidentally. So... we gotta build a new one. But I figured that it would be better to have that here in the yard. Much more befitting. Probably quite good that we removed it there. In a, of course, not of free will, but you get the idea. Yeah, alright. Involuntary removal of that. Atom Smasher. Alright. But things are moving ahead in a good way. We have that memorial here. Let's fully staff it out with a couple of dragon statues. There we go. That should do the trick. And last but not least, let's assign the mayor to his new tomb. Oh, wait a sec. I remember that I have been interrupted while I was busy staffing out that tomb. Alright, the baroness has now a tomb. And of course, it requires a coffin. Okay, so the lady ain't happy with her bedroom, so let's start engraving this place. Probably gonna do that with the entire suite of rooms here. By the way, do I by now have somebody who's actually good at that? Yeah. So I'm gonna let that get done by somebody who's actually appreciating the work and somewhat good at it. And I don't know why these floors... Ah, yeah, here, position in line. It's waiting for its position in the line. Can I actually change that? Oh, yeah. My God. This thing allows me to put priorities. My God. Whenever I think I am enjoying DF hack already, it puts up another stunt that just makes me so outright happy. So that darned dragon, I really gotta say that darned dragon has eaten my workers. Yes. It's a shame, because we really would have been already much stronger with these new people. So, in spirit of that, what has transpired, I want to staff out these fine young gentlemen so they can defend our home as well as their friends are able to. So, yeah. The location of this fortress is really nasty in this regard, as you are immediately ambushed when something happens. If there's anything happening, it's right in my face immediately. There is no real time for us to react to anything. I mean, I don't mind. I do enjoy challenges with this game, but it surely is quite something. Alright. Oh, look, they're starting to begin the actual wall works here. Nice. So, yeah. That's quite a lot of bunnies, man. So... we're gonna take down a part of the bunny population. And I need Butcher's Workshop here. Or do I? Let's see. Well, my Butcher does seem to get the job done. Oh no, there's more rotten goblins stinking my fortress. Stinking in my fortress. Yuck. Alright, so figured that I want to have pigtails, pigtails, and pigtails. That's simply because I realized that pigtails can be made into drink, made into paper, made into clothing. It's quite a lot of things that you can make with that stuff, and therefore I want a big supply of that. Alright. Let's fix up the new Atom Smasher. And somehow I feel as if the garbage dump zone didn't work out as intended here. Come on, guys, get it done, please. So we need to get also something done here. This place here needs flooring. Alright. Slowly this fortress is taking shape. Although I gotta say, it's still so many areas that need working. So we're going to construct ourselves very soon our first staircase here. Alright. So sadly it is already time again to say goodbye for today. It's been a wild episode. I'm still shocked about the dragon rampaging through my base like that, but the good news is we've taken care of the threat. We have a real hero's memorial now, and, well, the Baron's quarters have been built. What more could you wish for? We have a new Atom Smasher running, and I really hope you guys enjoyed the run as much as I did. Feel free to leave me your comments down below. I am looking forward to your ideas. Feel free to leave a thumbs up. If you'd be so kind, I'd be very, very delighted. There's also a link to my secondary gameplay channel. Give it a look. Give it a subscriber, because once it hits 1,000 subscribers, I'll be putting up way more Let's Plays than ever before. So, see you guys there, and have a wonderful day.